Well, guys, I thought the last episode was gonna be my last video or last episode for the 2017 season, but my schedule changed. So I got to come out here to the ranch, and I got here late last night and checked the cameras, and so I figured I'd come back to the middle blind where I was last week, and I've got 2 spikes that I'm going to shoot. They've been coming to this one, this feeder, this middle feeder, and I've also got a lot of axis deer coming here, and it's been really, really cold right now. It's about 25 degrees. The water trough is frozen over, and once it thaws out, those deer tend to come right when it thaws out, because it's been really dry as well. So hopefully we can get maybe a doe down, because there have been some doe coming here too. Get a doe down, maybe get a spike down, and maybe get an axis deer. And then also there's been at least one time in the last week, a nice axis buck came right here about 12:30 or so, 12:30 in the afternoon, about lunchtime. So I made my lunch this morning, and I'm going to sit in the blind all day long, because I don't want to miss those axis deer. I think they'll come today. It's still really cold. It's supposed to get up to about 40 today. So stay tuned for some great bow hunting action. Welcome to Indian Creek Bow Hunting Journal.
Passion is something built in our souls by the Creator. It drives us to do what we do. As bow hunters, we always respect God's creation, but let us never forget that when our time comes and we stand before God on Judgment Day, God will never ask us how many big bucks we shot or how many species we have taken with our bow. God's only question will be this: what did you do with my son? Our family has owned this land now for about 12 years, and actually starting on the 13th year. And in the time we've had it, we've spent a lot of time cutting cedar, and the habitat every year gets better and better on this 100 acres that we have. And it's just really rewarding to see the amount of deer and the amount of animals that are on the place. I remember the first few years that I owned this place, I would never see any fox, but since we've been cutting cedar and piling it, we've been seeing a lot of fox as of lately. And it's kind of neat to see the habitat improve on your place when you work hard over the years to make it happen.
No deer yet, but it's prime condition. It's that late cold season where these deer are pretty hungry. The water's still frozen out there, so I don't know that these axis deer will come in. They usually don't come into the corn. They just like to drink, so hopefully they'll come in a little bit later, but I expect something to come in. There's a couple of spikes on the camera that I've been watching. We'll shoot those, and then also any doe that comes in, because we're way behind on our doe management. We're slated to shoot 8 doe this year, and we've actually only bagged 1, actually 3. There's a couple of shot on the property here that weren't caught on camera, so but hopefully we'll get a doe coming in. If we do, we'll take her.
So later morning I had these doe come in. I believe there's about 5 doe here. I wasn't counting, but actually there might be 6, I'm not sure. But about half of them go around the back side of the blind, and then I had 3 of them come straight into the feeder. One of these is a mature doe, the other 2 are probably weanlings. But anyways, with this doe coming in, she got actually got into the food, and so game was on with her. These other doe kind of hung off on the backside over there, but then the mature doe came around the front side, and then game was on for her for sure. So you're probably wondering why I'm not pulling back to take the shot. There's actually a doe to my right out the window, and I'm going to spook it if I try to pull back right away. So I waited till this doe cleared, and then went ahead and pulled back to make the shot.
Oh yeah. Boom. Yeah. She's down right there. 1 deer down. Doe down anyways. This is doe and spike season. So we got us a doe down. There they go. Alright guys, let's go see if we can find this arrow. I'm going to make this quick because I don't know when those axis deer are going to come. So I'm sitting here all day, but I'm going to go find this deer. I bet you she's right over there. In fact, I see her right there. Nope, I don't see her, but I know she's right over there. Here's our arrow. Nice and bloody. Broke the tip, but I know she's dead. Let's go see if we can find her. Yeah, blood. There she is right there. Boom. Big doe. Alright, we got 1 deer down. She's an older doe. Maybe a 3.5, 4.5-year-old doe. She's got a big head. Big head on her. But this is my first doe harvest this year, which is really unusual. Usually I have 2 or 3 doe down by now. But if another one comes in, we're going to go ahead and take it. I've got 2 more deer tags for this year. So a spike or a doe. And then I'm going to sit in the blind and hopefully we'll get those axis deer coming in as well. I'm trying to be as quiet as possible. We're going to leave her here because it's plenty cold. It's still about 30 degrees, freezing. So she'll be fine. And then I'll pick her up tonight when I finish hunting. Alright, let's go get back in the blind.
I was beginning to wonder if lamb chops was on the menu. Had these, actually in the early afternoon, I had these sheep come through. Apparently they have escaped or absconded from a local rancher. But apparently we're supposed to call this rancher if we can get a hold or catch these sheep somehow. But actually I think they would run faster than me, so I wasn't going to waste my time getting out trying to catch them. But anyway, if you're from Indian Creek, you see these sheep out there, don't shoot them. It's a neighbor rancher somewhere that is looking for his sheep. So I never did have the axis deer come in, but I had this weanling doe come in. And since we're way behind on our doe deer count, I decided I was going to go ahead and take this doe, but she didn't want to cooperate.
Even though that deer was a weanling doe, I was going to shoot it. But she came right in. I didn't even see her come in, and I think I made too much noise, and she knew I was here, I think. And she fed for a little bit, went out when the feeder went off, came back, and was just trying to get set up to shoot. Pulled my bow off the hook, and then she walked around the backside over the edge over there. I was still gonna shoot her over there. I ranged her at 40 yards over there. 40 yards. I can make that shot. And by the time I was getting ready to get set up to shoot, she pushed off into the trees, and once she's over that far, I can't shoot out this window here. So anyway, hopefully something else will come in.
This doe's fatal mistake was that she decided she was going to come back. So about 25-30 minutes later, she made her way back the same way she left to the feeder. But she came in right here, then she decided she was going to walk around the back side of the blind, and I couldn't get a shot there. But once she came back around, she came around where I could get a good shot at her. I think you could tell from my reaction I wasn't too happy with that shot. But that nap kill zone is a nasty broadhead, boy. It just opened up the bottom side of this doe. But I was a little bit back and a little bit low. But I went ahead and knocked another arrow to try to get another arrow in this doe. She's actually about 40 yards. I ranged her real quick so I could get another shot. And you'll also notice that I'm sitting down. I've got a hole cut so that I can shoot this area that I couldn't shoot before. I actually cut this hole based on that big old axis buck that I was unable to shoot at 50 yards.
Well guys, I just found that arrow on the second shot on that deer, and I missed with that one. I can tell. No blood, no nothing on that arrow. But I gotta be quiet because I think that deer is right over there, about 100 yards. But I'm gonna let her sit till morning. I think I'll find that deer in the morning. But she was bleeding pretty good. that there was lots of blood over there where she was standing. And when I saw her going across the field, I didn't get any video of it. When I saw her going across the field, she was bleeding pretty good. Looked like maybe I could have got some liver. I'm gonna go check the video and see where I hit her, and come back down another hour or two and get this other doe over here. So it's a 2 deer day. Pretty good day.
All right, guys, just an update. I've been looking this morning. I came out this morning to look for that deer that I shot a little bit back. I believe I got some liver, so I think I'm going to find that deer. I was looking for the longest time. I've probably been looking for about an hour trying to find this deer. You can see the blind where I shot the deer. I'm probably at about 120 yards right here from where I shot that deer, and the deer ran back behind these trees, sat for a while, and then I saw it get up and trot, if you will, run across this field here, right up through here. Just sparse blood across the field. I was trying to figure out where she went in, and she came up through here, and sure enough, I found a spot where she stood for a while, so there's a lot of blood there, and then I can tell she's just walking now, so there's a lot of blood. So let's go up here and pick the trail up, and I got good hopes I'm going to find this deer. So, but the blood's been pretty sparse, but let's up there, it's quite a bit more, so let's go see if we can find her. Here's where she stood for a little bit right there, and now, I mean, it's real sparse up to this point, barely could find it, and now she's walking. You can see the blood along here in those different spots. So I think we're on the trail for good here. Let's keep moving. All right, guys, I found the first bed. You can see it right here. She's walking now, so this blood trail is getting really nice. Looks like she got her first bed right there. Right after I show you the first bed, I push through that tree. First bed right there. And there she is. Right there. Well, guys, we got our deer. The only problem is some predator got to her before I did, that's for sure. I'm not going to show you the whole deer. It's a mess. But I think the back straps are still good on this. We'll tag her, and maybe some of the front portion might be good with the meat. But something tore up the hind end, something fierce. Might have been a coyote or some foxes or raccoons or something, or maybe some pigs, who knows. But anyways, that's what happens when you leave a deer overnight sometimes. 2 deer day. That was a good day, with the exception of ruining my meat. I wanted some more meat for the freezer, but sometimes that happens, the way it goes. Well, this is going to be the last episode of the 2017 season. I thought last week would be my last episode, but I had a schedule change where I could make my way back out here again to hunt. But anyways, I've got to head back tonight, and I'll get this deer cleaned up as best I could. Got the other doe in the freezer already. So anyways, I just wanted to thank you all for watching Indian Creek Bowhunting Journal. I know I don't thank you enough on the camera, but I really do appreciate y'all that watch, and I hope you're enjoying what I'm putting together. This is something I do as a hobby. It's a lot of fun for me to share my hunts, and I know that as you watch these hunts, you live your hunt through me, because I know a lot of you that are subscribers have land out here in the hill country or in Texas, and you like hunting here in Texas. So I really do appreciate you watching. So anyways, this next year, trying to get some sponsors. So if any of you watching have a business or anything in Texas locally, something that you might want to do, or even some kind of national product, I'd be open to speaking with you. Just leave a message down below and I'll get in contact with you, and we'll share information. So anyways, thank you for watching Indian Creek Bowhunting Journal, and once again, I appreciate all of you that watch. Thank you.